Listen to me very carefully, because this is the moment, this is the line, this is the break in your life. Right now, not tomorrow, not later. Right now you are either rising or you are dying, and don't look around. Don't blame the system. Don't blame the economy. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame your boss, because this is not about them. This is about you. The hardest war is not out there. It's in here, your mind, the voice inside you that says, I'm not ready. The fear that screams, what if I fail? The comfort that whispers, maybe tomorrow. But here's the truth, tomorrow is for cowards. Winners act today. Losers wait until they feel ready. And guess what? That day never comes. You win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. Because emotions lie. They pull you down when life punches you in the face. They tell you to quit when the pain gets real. They say, I'm tired. They say, I deserve a break. They say it's too much, but your mind, when it's trained, when it's a weapon, when it's relentless, it says, get up, grind, grow, go again. Do you want to know the truth? Nobody cares about your excuses. Excuses don't pay bills. Excuses don't build dreams. Excuses don't create legacies. And I know it hurts, but you didn't come here for comfort, you came here for greatness. You came here because something deep inside you is sick of average, sick of hiding, sick of playing small while life passes you by. So let me ask you, are you going to keep feeding your fears, or are you going to start feeding your future? Let me tell you something I learned the hard way. Years ago, I stood in front of dozens of companies trying to pitch an idea Alibaba. And what did I hear? No, impossible. You're just an English teacher. You'll never make it. And you know what I could have done? I could have gone home, sat down, felt sorry for myself, said they're right. But instead, I said, watch me. You see, everyone wants to be successful until they see what success actually costs. Everyone wants to win until it's time to wake up at 4:00 a.m. Everyone wants freedom until they realize it demands sacrifice, sweat, and obsession. So which one are you? Are you a want-to warrior, or are you ready to be a do-it-now savage? You think you have time, but let me hit you with something that hurts. You're running out of it. Every day you delay, every dream you ignore, every voice you don't speak is a day you bury the person you were born to be. You want to rise? Then wake up, not just from sleep. Wake up from the lies. Wake up from the good enough mindset. Wake up from the someday illusion. There is no someday. There is only now. And the world doesn't need another excuse. It needs the real you. Say it with me right now, I will rise. Say it louder, I will rise. Because you must. Because if you don't, your fears win. Your laziness wins. Your regrets win. But if your mind becomes stronger than your emotions, then you become unbreakable. Jack Ma has often emphasized resilience and long-term vision. In a speech at Davos, he said, if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. This is not just inspiration, this is strategy. This is the mindset of winners. Listen to me. The world is not your enemy. The government is not your enemy. Your boss, your competitors, your critics, the people who laughed at your dreams, they are not your enemy. Your biggest battle is you versus you. It's not what happens around you that breaks you. It's what you allow to happen inside you. Your doubt, your fear, your anxiety, your excuses. That's the real battlefield. And you're standing in it every single day. So stop looking for external battles. Start fighting the war that actually matters, the war inside your mind. Let me ask you something, and answer this honestly. When was the last time you really controlled your mind? Not just your schedule, not just your to-do list, but your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, your self-talk. Because if your emotions run your day, then fear owns you. But if your discipline runs your day, then your destiny is yours. You want freedom? Control your mind. You want peace? Control your emotions. You want victory? Control your focus. And let me tell you a truth that most people can't handle. Your feelings don't care about your future. They care about comfort. They care about safety. Your feelings want to keep you alive, not make you great. That's your job. That's why I say you win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. Not once, not sometimes, every single day. You've got a dream, right? Then you'd better stop worshipping how you feel and start training how you think. Let me break this down for you. Here are 5 mental enemies you must declare war on. 1. Fear of failure. It's not real. It's a story. You tell yourself to justify staying the same. Jack Ma failed college entrance exams twice. He got rejected from KFC. He applied for jobs and got turned down 30 times. But guess what? He kept going. Because the people who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who USC it. 2. Comfort addiction. This one is deadly. You want growth, but you chase comfort. You say you want success, but your actions scream, I want easy. You can't have both. So choose, right now, comfort or greatness. One feeds you for a moment, the other feeds you for life. 3. Self-doubt. That voice that says, who am I to do this? You silence it by answering back, I'm the one who refuses to quit. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need approval to rise. You need courage. That's it. 4. Overthinking. Some of you think so much. You've talked yourself out of every dream you've ever had. Stop thinking. Start moving. Massive action kills doubt. Make mistakes fast. Learn faster. Build while they're still planning. Execution beats perfection every single time. 5. Victim mentality. This is the worst disease of all. Blaming everyone and everything for why you're stuck. Guess what? You're not stuck. You're just scared. Stop pointing fingers. Take the wheel. Say this with me right now. It's my fault. It's my future, and it's in my hands. Now let me tell you a moment I almost lost it all. There was a time I stood in front of my team and we had zero revenue, no funding, no clear plan. People were tired. Some were ready to leave. And in that moment, I felt it. That storm inside. The fear, the doubt, the temptation to say, maybe they're right. Maybe this is too hard. But I remembered my why. I remembered the dream. And I said, we keep going. We lead. We fight. We innovate. We don't die here. You see, courage is not the absence of fear. It's doing what must be done in spite of fear. So now I ask you, what's your storm? What are you letting control your life? Is it fear, laziness, anger, excuses? Then you've got two choices. You can let your emotions dominate you, or you can become a warrior of your mind. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You need to decide to take back control. Decide to stop being emotionally fragile. Decide to strengthen your mind like a soldier sharpens his blade. Decide that you are no longer a prisoner to how you feel, and every day remind yourself, I am not my fear. I am not my excuses. I am not my past. I am my decisions. I am my discipline. I am my grit. That is how you rise. That is how you transform. That is how you win. Jack Ma has said repeatedly in interviews, today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful. He's talking about emotional resilience, mastering your mind when the pain feels permanent. That's how champions are built. Let me hit you with something real. Success is not sexy. Success is not pretty. Success is not fun. Success is bloody. Success is painful. Success is lonely. Success is relentless. It's not the highlight reel. It's not the Instagram story. It's not champagne. It's not jets. It's sweat, sacrifice, silence, discipline, late nights, early mornings. You don't get what you want. You get what you grind for. And if you're not ready to grind every single day, then don't lie to yourself. Don't say you want it, because you don't. You see, everyone talks about success like it's this magical place you just arrive at. But they forget the mountain. They forget the climb. They forget the grind. And listen to me carefully. The grind doesn't care how you feel. You're tired? Grind anyway. You're stressed? Grind anyway. You're broke? Grind anyway. You failed? Good. Grind harder, because the grind is your gift. The grind is the test. And the grind is the gatekeeper. You want that life? You want to be respected? You want to look in the mirror and finally see a warrior staring back at you? Then you need to earn it in the dark, when no one's clapping, when no one's watching, when no one believes in you. That's when the real ones rise. Let me break it down for you. Here are the 4 non-negotiables of the grind, and if you skip these, don't expect results. 1. Consistency over intensity. Can be fired up for a day. Anyone can go beast mode for a week, but consistency, daily excellence, that's a different breed. Jack Ma once said, if we are a good team and know what we want to do, one of us can defeat 10 of them. Why? Because it's not talent. It's not hype. It's the person who keeps showing up when others fold. Grind every day. No breaks. No off switch. No, I don't feel like it. 2. Discipline over motivational. Think motivation is going to save you? Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the flame. Motivation is like rain. It comes and goes. Discipline? That's the desert sun. It burns, but it never leaves. You think champions want to get up at 4:30 a.m. every morning? You think I wanted to. Keep pitching, Alibaba. After 30 rejections? No, but I did it anyway. Why? Because discipline doesn't negotiate. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline says, get it done. 3. Obsession over balance. People love saying, you need balance in life. Let me tell you something. Balance is for people who are okay with being average. Greatness is born in obsession. You want to be great? Then forget balance for a season. Go all in. Laser focus. Tunnel vision. You've got to be so obsessed with your mission, people think you're crazy. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. While they sleep, you grind. 4. Standards over feelings. Don't live by how you feel. Live by your standards, the ones you set, not the ones you inherit. Raise your bar so high that your old self would be ashamed to show up again. Set rules for your life. I don't skip workouts. I don't waste time. I don't lie to myself. I don't quit when it hurts. I don't negotiate with weakness. Why? Because winners don't rise by feelings, they rise by principles. I remember building Alibaba. There were days I had no money, no support, no sleep, but I had something they couldn't steal: grit. I told my team, we will make it, not because we're the smartest, but because we never stop. And that's what I'm telling you today. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest, but you must be the most relentless. The one who doesn't flinch. The one who doesn't quit. The one who wakes up when everyone else gives up. Say it, grind. Every day. Again, grind. Every day until it's no longer a mantra, it's your identity. Jack Ma shared at a Stanford event, you should learn from your competitor, but never copy. Copy and you die. This is about owning your grind, building your unique path, not waiting for the perfect blueprint, but making the road by walking it daily. This is where the wheat is separated from the chaff. This is the furnace of champions. And I've got to ask you now, are you grinding like your life depends on it? Or are you still giving your dreams half your energy? Because halfway doesn't work here. Let's stop lying. This is not easy. It was never meant to be. You will be. Test it. You will be crushed. You will bleed. You will doubt everything yourself, your mission, your path, and you know what? That's exactly how it's supposed to feel, because pain is part of the process, because adversity is part of the price, because pressure is where champions are forged. Let me ask you, do you want an easy life or an epic one? You can't have both. Pain is the toll. Pressure is the training. Sacrifice is the entrance fee. Every time you say, why me? You're missing the point. It's not why me, it's try me. That's the mindset of a killer. That's the mindset of a leader. That's the mindset of someone who refuses to break. Let me tell you something personal. In the early days of Alibaba, we were broke. Not a little tight on funds, broke. We had $500 in the bank and over 15 people working in my apartment. We were living on hope and instant noodles. Investors laughed in our faces. Friends told me to quit. Even my own team, some of them started losing faith. I could feel the walls closing in. The weight was unbearable. But I said to myself, if I quit now, I become the joke. If I push now, I become the legend. So I pushed. I didn't cry. I didn't complain. I didn't break. I broke through. And you can too if you understand this. Pain is your professor. Pain doesn't punish you. Pain teaches you. It shows you where you're weak. It shows you where your excuses live. It exposes the gap between who you are and who you're meant to become. Suffering is the tuition of greatness. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. Pressure creates diamonds. You want to be unbreakable. Then you've got to be forged in fire. That means pressure. That means stress. That means breaking every limit you thought you had. Pressure isn't your enemy, it's your mirror. It shows you what's inside. Weak, it'll reveal it. Strong, it'll sharpen it. There is no greatness without pressure. Rejection builds resilience. I was rejected from Harvard 10 times. I was rejected from KFC. I was rejected from job after job. 30 rejections before Alibaba. But I tell you right now, rejection is not a reflection of your worth, it's a redirection to your purpose. So when they reject you, say, thank you. You just gave me fuel. You just gave me fire. You just gave me another reason not to stop. Loneliness builds leadership. There's a reason leadership is hard. There's a reason so few rise, because the top of the mountain is not crowded. There will be nights you sit alone with your pain. There will be mornings you wake up with nothing but your own voice in your head. That voice better be strong. That voice better be savage. That voice better be you. If you want to lead the orchestra, you've got to turn your back on the crowd. Now let's get real again. You will lose people. You will outgrow relationships. You will break habits, routines, identities. That's the cost, but you must pay it, because the person you are today cannot walk into the future you want. They must be replaced, reforged, rebuilt. Pain does that. Pressure does that. It crushes the old you, so the new you can emerge. Say this with me: I don't run from pain, I rise through it. I don't hide from pressure, I harness it. I don't break down, I break through. At a World Economic Forum session, Jack Ma said, when people complain, there is opportunity. When people give up, there's space for leaders. Pain reveals the gap. Pressure creates the leader. This is why discomfort is your greatest advantage. If you embrace it instead of running from it. Let me give you a truth you'll never forget. The storm is not there to destroy you. The storm is there to reveal you. Your grind will test you. Your failures will humble you. Your scars will educate you, but they will never, ever define you unless you let them. So now I ask you, can you keep going when it hurts? Can you trust the process when nothing makes sense? Can you keep walking through the fire until your enemies can't even recognize you? This is where greatness lives, because the next step isn't about surviving anymore. It's about transformation. Total, ruthless transformation. Let's go even deeper now. No more playing games. No more surface level motivation. Now we talk about price, sacrifice, transformation, because greatness doesn't come with a receipt, it comes with a cost. And if you're not willing to pay the full price, you better stop pretending you want it. Listen to me carefully. This is where most people hesitate. They like the idea of success. They love the feeling of motivation. But when it comes time to sacrifice, they blink, they pause, they back away. Success is not given, it is taken. And you take it by giving up who you were. Yes, you heard that right. You've got to kill your old self, the one who delays, the one who doubts, the one who makes excuses, the one who plays small. You cannot carry your past into your future. Your old habits, your old standards, your old mindset, they all must go. You want next level results? You need next level discipline, next level sacrifice, next level identity. Let's break it down. Here are 5 things you must sacrifice to win at life. 1. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Comfort feels good. Comfort feels safe. But comfort is where dreams go to die. You will never create something extraordinary while clinging to ordinary habits. You've got to walk into discomfort, embrace it, swim in it, make it your home. Ask yourself, are you willing to wake up earlier than you want? Are you willing to stretch yourself mentally and emotionally every day? Are you willing to feel like a beginner again? If not, you're not serious. You're still married to comfort. 2. Your old identity, the version of you that got here, will not get you there. You can't become a beast and still think like a sheep. You can't build an empire with the same mindset that built excuses. Jack Ma said, before you're 30, follow someone. Go to a small company, learn how to dream, learn to fight, but most of all, learn how to adapt, transform, reinvent. Here's the hard truth. If you want to rise, you must be ready to bury your old self. You must be willing to say, I no longer recognize that version of me. That's not who I am anymore. 3. Toxic people. Some of you are failing, not because you lack talent, but because you refuse to cut the weight. You're trying to fly while dragging anchors. Negative friends, jealous peers, people who laugh at your vision, people who only show up to distract, discourage, or drain your energy. You will outgrow people. That's a sign you're growing. Let them go. You are not responsible for their comfort. You are responsible for your mission. 4. Your ego will trick you into thinking you're already good enough. It'll lie to you. It'll tell you you've done a lot already. That voice is soft and deadly. You must replace ego with humility and hunger. Humble enough to learn, hungry enough to never stop. I'm proud of how far I've come, but I'm not done. I'm just getting started. This mindset, the one that stays a student no matter how much you win, that's what separates the legends from the rest. 5. Time wasters. You want time freedom? Then stop giving your time away like it's worthless. Cut the distractions. Social media scrolling, endless TV, mindless entertainment, pointless gossip. You're not bored, you're escaping. You're not tired, you're undisciplined. Look at your screen time. Look at your calendar. Look at how much time you spend on consumption instead of creation. Create, don't consume. Build, don't scroll. Move, don't delay. Now let's flip the switch. Here are 4 advanced strategies that will force you to evolve. 1. Daily self-interrogation every day. Ask yourself, what did I do today to move forward? What did I avoid that I should have faced? Who do I need to become to earn my goals? Be brutally honest. Jack Ma once said, you should learn from your competitor, but never copy. Copy and you die. The idea. Don't just ask what others are doing, ask what you're not doing. 2. Set ruthless standards, not goals. Standards. Goals are nice to haves. Standards are rules. Unbreakable. Non-negotiable. You don't miss your standards. You don't make excuses. You meet them or you fix yourself. Want to be world class? Then live by world class standards. 3. Repetition until reprogramming. Want to master anything? Repeat, repeat, repeat until the old you is buried and the new you takes over. Don't just read, don't just learn, apply, obsess, rewire, listen to powerful messages again and again until you think differently, until you act instinctively, until you become the message. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. James Clear, Atomic Habits. You want better results? Build better systems. 4. Declare war on your old self. Look in the mirror every morning and say, I'm not negotiating with weakness today. I'm not entertaining excuses today. I'm not tolerating laziness today. This is war, not with the world, not with the economy, not with your critics, but with yourself, the weak self, the timid self, the distracted self, every single day. Your job is to destroy that version of you and replace it with power, clarity, focus, hunger. Jack Ma once told a graduating class, today is hard. Tomorrow is harder, but the day after tomorrow is beautiful. Most people die on tomorrow night. What does that mean? It means the cost of greatness is surviving the hard parts that others run from. Now I ask you, are you ready to bury the old you? Are you ready to sacrifice your comfort, your ego, your distractions to finally become the person you were born to be? Say it with me, I declare war on the old me. Again, I declare war on the old me, because the old you is done. The old you is a warm-up. The old you is just the setup for the breakthrough. This is where we drive it home. This is the final charge. This is the war cry. Let me say this one last time, and I want you to hear it with your soul. You do not need more motivation. You do not need another quote. You need a decision, because you win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. You win when your mission becomes more powerful than your moods. You win when you finally stop negotiating with weakness and start living with obsession. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at a fork in the road. On one side, same habits, same patterns, same excuses, same life, safe, predictable, dull. On the other side, sacrifice, discipline, adversity, but also growth, power, freedom, respect, and ultimately legacy. Which path will you choose? Jack Ma said, if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. So I ask you now, are you willing to fight? Not just today, not just this week, but for the rest of your life? Are you willing to wake up every day and say, today I rise, today I grind, today I refuse to let my emotions lead me? Because you can't wait for the feeling to be right. You must do it anyway, especially when it's hard. Let me leave you with this. The greats aren't great because they were lucky. They're great because they made a decision. They decided to outwork everyone, to rise when others slept, to train when others partied, to believe in themselves when no one else would. They paid the price in full, and they paid it early. So now, it's your turn. Stop this video, stand up, go to the mirror, and look yourself in the eye. Say this out loud, this is my time. I am done playing small. I am done waiting. I am done living beneath my potential. Today I act. Today I rise. I am relentless. Then take one bold, uncomfortable, powerful action immediately. Right now, start the business, apply for the job, write the plan, join the gym, cut the toxic relationship, Say no to the old you and yes to the 2.0 version that's been waiting to be unleashed. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait for permission. You are the permission. Let me repeat this mantra again and again and again until it's tattooed on your mind. You win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. You win when your grind speaks louder than your excuses. You win when your commitment outlasts your comfort. You win when you stop feeling and start doing. Can you feel it now? That fire in your chest, that voice that says, get up and take your life back, that's your future self calling. That's the version of you that's already powerful, already disciplined, already unstoppable. Don't let them wait any longer. Never give up. Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse. But the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. So push through today. Push through tomorrow. Because your sunshine is waiting. But only if you do what others won't. Only if you rise when others stay down. Only if you decide. Commit, execute, screenshot this moment. Save this speech. Bookmark this video. Share it with someone who needs to wake up. And most importantly, take one real action today, not tomorrow. Today, say it with me loud and proud. I am done waiting. I am done hiding. I will rise. I will grind. I will dominate. This is will rise, and now so will you.